After Jesus died, several extraordinary and supernatural events occurred that had a deep impact on the world and those who witnessed them. These events emphasized the significance of Jesus' death and its profound effect on creation and humanity. One of the first remarkable events was a powerful earthquake that shook the earth. This dramatic natural response highlighted the importance of the moment. The Gospels describe how the ground trembled and rocks split apart, symbolizing that even nature reacted to the death of Jesus. This event showed that Jesus' sacrifice was not only significant to humans but was felt by all of creation. The earthquake underscored the magnitude of Jesus' death and set the stage for what followed. In addition to the earthquake, another significant event recorded in Matthew's Gospel was the opening of tombs. After the earthquake, the tombs of many saints who had died were opened, and these saints were resurrected. These individuals came out of their tombs, entered the city of Jerusalem, and were seen by many people. The resurrection of these saints was a direct act of God, demonstrating His power over death. The earthquake likely contributed to the opening of the tombs, but the resurrection itself was a supernatural event, providing a powerful witness to the significance of Jesus' crucifixion. This event foreshadowed Jesus' own resurrection, showing that His sacrifice had conquered death, a central theme in Christian teaching. Another major event following Jesus' death was the tearing of the veil in the temple. According to Matthew 27:51, at the moment of Jesus' death, the veil in the temple that separated the Holy of Holies from the rest of the temple was torn in two, from top to bottom. This veil symbolized the separation between God and humanity. The tearing of the veil represented the removal of the barrier that sin had created between people and God. Through Jesus' death, believers were now able to come directly into God's presence without the need for a mediator. The book of Hebrews explains the significance of this event, noting that just as the veil was torn, Jesus' body was also torn through His crucifixion, opening the way for believers to have a direct relationship with God. This marked a fundamental shift in how people could approach God, emphasizing the new covenant established through Jesus' sacrifice. Another major event following Jesus' death was a supernatural darkness covered the land from noon until 3 p.m., the time when Jesus was on the cross. This darkness occurred during the brightest part of the day, making it clear that it was not a natural eclipse since the moon was full. This event was seen as a divine sign of mourning and judgment, symbolizing the weight of Jesus' sacrifice. The prophet Amos had foretold this event, predicting that the sun would go down at noon and the earth would be darkened. The darkness reflected the cosmic significance of Jesus' death and was a visible sign of the sorrow and gravity of the moment. The darkness that covered the land during Jesus' death serves as a powerful reminder of the gravity of the moment. It wasn't just a random event, it was a sign to everyone present that something extraordinary and significant was taking place. This darkness was a physical manifestation of the weight of Jesus' sacrifice, symbolizing the sorrow and seriousness of the moment when the Son of God was crucified. The significance of this moment was deeply felt, not just by those who loved and followed Jesus, but by everyone present, including those responsible for His death. One of the most profound reactions came from the centurion and the soldiers who were in charge of overseeing the crucifixion. After witnessing the earthquake and the other extraordinary events that were unlike anything they had ever experienced, the centurion and his fellow soldiers were filled with both awe and fear. This wasn't an ordinary crucifixion, and they knew it. The centurion, who had likely overseen many crucifixions before, made a startling declaration: truly, this was the Son of God. This moment marked a significant shift in his understanding. Despite his role in carrying out the crucifixion, the centurion recognized Jesus' innocence and divinity. He understood that this was not just the death of a man, but a profound, divine event that would have lasting implications. This recognition wasn't merely an emotional response to the strange events happening around him. It was a logical and spiritual realization based on the overwhelming evidence he had witnessed. The earthquake, the darkness, and the other supernatural occurrences all pointed to the reality of Jesus' divine nature and the significance of his sacrifice. The centurion's response is a powerful testament to the impact of these events, even on someone who was initially indifferent or even complicit in Jesus' death. The events surrounding Jesus' crucifixion together formed a dramatic and significant response to his death. These cosmic and earthly signs demonstrated the immense importance of Jesus' sacrifice, not only for those present, but for all of humanity. The darkness, the earthquake, and the other signs underscored the transformative power of Jesus' work on the cross and its eternal significance for believers across the world. While Jesus suffered the agonizing separation from God the Father on the cross, a moment of unimaginable pain, it was all part of God's good and loving plan of redemption for humanity. Jesus' sacrifice fulfilled God's promise to save us, offering a path to eternal life for those who believe in Him. Some may view these events as myths or merely theological stories, but they are far more than that. These unique, supernatural occurrences serve as powerful testimonies to God's extraordinary acts in human history. They confirm the truth of the gospel and demonstrate the transformative reality of Christ's love. If you found this message meaningful, I encourage you to support this content by subscribing, so you don't miss any future videos. Together, we can continue to explore these powerful truths and expand our understanding. Thank you for being here, and may God bless you.